Hey, what's going on?
Hello, everyone. We're having weather stuff today.
Yeah.
Yes, and we were alerted by Nora. I don't know if he's lurking yet, but guess what, Nora? We were already watching the spinning clouds.
Yeah. Yeah, we had
Weren't
a little
we?
bit of rotation happening.
Yeah, we were already looking at the sky before our weather person, Nora, got a hold of us and let us know this. So that's why we are a few minutes behind. We were just making sure there wasn't anything too crazy at the moment anyway.
We were just getting ready to bolt downstairs.
Yeah. Well, it was.
Just in case. It was really rotating over top of the house.
It was rotating, and then there was like clouds getting sucked up in a sense. It was kind of weird. I've never seen that part, I don't think, before that I can think of. That evidence of sucking up and twirling.
Mm-hmm.
So there was something going on up there, just nothing on the ground that we could see at that point.
Right.
I suppose. Did we check the mic settings and stuff? Make sure we're on there correct.
Hello. Yeah, we're on there correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure.
Yep.
The cone of silence, Ron? Well, it did get still earlier. Now it's a little bit more breezy again. But, we have our devices with us that may sound off and or, well, you know that he'll go up for a puff here and there, I'm sure. And yeah.
I'll take the phone with me.
Just in case.
You show everybody the storm. Ooh.
And for those of you that don't know, we are actually streaming.
Plug in for it, please.
Such a needy man, yeah. Just kidding. Yes, it's good to plug in while you can.
Got to plug in my wire.
Okay.
Into my phone.
Yes, that's good. So.
Mikey's almost out of tubes.
Tubes of what?
Cigarette tubes.
Oh, I'm like, what? So anyways, like I was saying, hi to HCF Paranormal Horror Collector, and hello to Vanessa Kitty. Good to see you both here.
Vanessa Kitty and Horror Collector. Good to see you.
Anyways, like I was saying, we're actually streaming on 3 platforms today. Our normal Go Fish Office channel and Twitch, like I normally do, or that we normally do for our show each and every Thursday we do a show. But today it's also on Fishy Flying Free, also because of the topic today. I'll be talking about the most recent, as they call it, flying monkey. And for those of you that don't know, I was basically in an abusive situation. My ex now, but I was under narcissist verbal abuse for 17 years. And I'm glad I know a lot of things beforehand, because this happens to a lot of people. When they finally get out, then you have people out of the woodwork that come and they want to just not be very nice to you. And it's like, really? I finally got out. You should be happy I got out, not. Anyway, they call those flying monkeys that support the abuser.
Right.
It is what it is, but I just had one happen here. On Tuesday, I got texted by somebody. And so we'll be talking about that. No names or location or anything, because I'm nice in the way that I am not going to say who it was. I keep it anonymous. If that person or somebody that knows that person listens and they get butthurt, well, that's not my fault. But it is a part of my actual real life story. Now, I did have a flying monkey say, "Oh, I'm glad you called it a story, because it's just that." No, it's a real life, for real story, whatever you want to call it. I've got witnesses. Anyway, we'll be getting into that later, but I know we have a couple more people that came.
Yeah, we've got Mom and Son Train Rail fans are here. How you doing? Good
Hello, Mom and Son, and Shandog's even here.
Shandog, what's up, buddy?
Cool. So we'll probably do that, weather permitting.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the hour. I usually wait about a half an hour, and then I have actually 2 pages worth of thoughts that we're going to talk about. Just to say, I guess some of it's literally what this person had told me in text, and some of it's just things to wonder about, like why this person did that. I like to use this for knowledge for myself and for others, and just kind of like, why? Why do they do this?
Yeah.
And so it's my way, I guess, to share what's happening in my life without directly hurting another person, because I'm not that way. They want to try to hurt me, but I'm not going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's still, what do you call that? It's a free country. Well, I'm in Canada. I think it's a free country here too. It's freedom of speech, I think you call it, right? So I am allowed to talk about what happened to me.
Yep.
And so
that's your First Amendment right.
Because I've had people upset with me before about what I talked about. It's like, I didn't say who, where, or anything. So I am allowed to talk about that.
Exactly. We're going to talk about you.
So you better behave around me, or I'm going to talk about your misbehavior. Anyway, so yeah, we'll wait till about the bottom of the hour, and then it might be about, it could be, I don't know how long it'll be of reading it. I'm going to just assume maybe about 20 minutes of such, maybe. And then we'll maybe talk more about that kind of stuff. And then we'll talk about what we're going to do this weekend. And we'll do some live music for you towards the end. Like I say, all weather permitting, because, if there's a tornado, well, then our focus will shift, or we might have to close shop. We'll see what happens. But I'm hoping I can at least talk about the topic today, which I'm so thankful this person did it, because I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. We didn't know. Remember?
Yeah.
We were talking about, like, what should we talk about today? There's like a mosquito or something. And so I have to thank that person so much for texting me, because you gave me something to talk about today. Yay.
All right, Shan Dog, thanks for coming by, buddy, and saying hello. Just a quick stop and go. Gotta go.
That's fine, Shan Dog. I understand.
Right,
thank you for being here.
Yep.
That's totally fine. I understand. Anyway, I didn't, Mikey, I did not play your button. So, before we do that, hi to Gemma. Gemma's Journey.
Oh, hi, Gemma.
She
good
just
to see you.
Swam in. It's good to see you, sister. And yes, Gemma, everything is going great. We're going to have fun this weekend, too. So, I'm excited. Aren't we?
Yeah, I'm going to take Fishy out to the bar.
I'm going to try... Is it called Zambuca, which is, okay, a lot of you probably don't like black licorice. I love black licorice, and it's supposed to taste just like black licorice. So, but it's very strong, so I'm just going to have like one, and that's it. But I want to try it. Yeah, we're going to go to the bar, taste some things. Sounds like I might do some dancing, which we both like to do. So, yay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Mikey, here's for you.
Mikey, so good to see you here. Thank you so much for your continued loyal support. And most of all, thank you for your friendship. You are a wonderful person. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and you take care.
There we go.
Gemma says, I just wanted to make sure you're okay, sis. I'm protective. Yes, in regards to this, we're doing great. There's just, there's other outside circumstances, like the flying monkey I'm going to be talking about, and some other circumstances that actually have gotten better at the moment. But there were extra things that were triggers. Because, see, when you were in a verbal abuse for that long, it doesn't take much for people doing that.
Yeah,
it doesn't take much for it to trigger again, which he understands. So, yeah. So truly last week, I mean, yeah, any of us can wonder, is this really going to work or not? Even if it's going good. But in all reality, we kind of wanted to see how many people would swim in. Remember last week's topic?
Right.
Because, I mean, it's a good, and part of the reason I use that is because there's been other people wondering. So, just keep watching, right?
Yep.
Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Sharing is caring.
That's
I know
right.
what that means.
Sharing is caring. That's right.
Yeah, if anybody here shares this out, that'd be great. Because I'll be getting down to my story in the next 20 minutes, give or take. If anybody would like to hear about it. And if you don't, that's fine too. But I want to be able to talk about it. That's nice to do so. It's not good to hold all things in. And try to use it for educational purposes for myself and others. Anyway, I was going to push this, but that's not quite right. Anyways, Gemma, thank you so much for sharing. Sharing is caring. There we go. Thank you, Gemma. And for anybody here that shares this out would get the same button played. Now, the other thing is that I did not play yet is I would like to do the general welcome to all of you that I have not made a button for. There's no way I can make a button for everybody. It does not mean
you
that
don't have enough room on the computer.
It does not mean you'll never get a button. You may one day. But we do have one extra button in the house, actually. If this person shows up, there is an extra button. And hi, Bored Old Fart. Before I play the button, let's say hi to Bored Old Fart.
Oh, hello, Bored Old Fart.
All right, here we go. Oh, I guess we're done.
Yeah, there we go. That was a quick one.
Oh, I'm sorry. What'd you say? Oh, that was a quick one. That's what you said. It's a quickie. Ooh, how do you even like a quickie? Jeez, just kidding. Anyway, like that blue. Yours is nice too. What? Oh, Shangy Girl's here. It's good to see you.
Shangy Girl, how you doing?
Shangy Girl was live the other day, and I was able to swim over and say hi to her. So.
And of course, I was sleeping.
He was sleeping, or he would have been there too.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Laura Lee. Good to
Laura
see you.
Lee. Oh, yay! All my favorites are coming into the house. Your favorites too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Although my most favoritist is right here, but I would hope it's both ways of that thought. Last for words is here. Ah!
She is? Where?
Right there.
Oh, there she is. Oh,
I have a button. She just woke up.
I just woke up. It's about time you got your butt out of bed.
I've missed you. I mean, I know she's busy in life right now. She's been doing a lot of things for the community. She's got her man in her life, and then she's just trying to make her life better too.
Yes.
And I'm so proud of her, but it's extra special when she has time to swim back in here.
Oh, yes.
And I know there's been some people wondering, where is she? And it's like, she's fine. She's fine. Because I hear from her when she's able to behind the scenes, and life is going great for her as far as I know overall. So that's awesome. Mm-hmm. Anyways, here's your button. There. Gee, I want to push that, but I have no reason yet.
Not yet.
The crying baby.
Yeah.
Oh, second thoughts. Put your butt back in bed. What? Is he talking about lost for words? Maybe?
I'm not sure what he's talking about. He's a strange fellow, right?
You never know what side of the bed he woke up on, I guess. But that goes for people in general.
Yes, I have my shorts on and I'm showing a little leg today.
Ooh, blinding. Just like me, though.
I'm turning instruments on and getting them warmed up.
You're getting them warmed up. I was going to say, we're not doing that quite yet.
Oh, I know. I'm just getting things ready.
Hey, Ryan is here. It's nice to see you.
Who's here?
Ryan.
Ryan. How you
Ryan,
doing?
Remember 22. It says hi to Laura. So, very nice. And if anybody else shared this out, I did play the button for Gemma. If anybody else shared this out, and we're in top chat. Just in case it doesn't show up on the StreamYards or in the live stream, I don't want to miss you doing so. You're always more than welcome to re-say it, say share, or sharing is caring, or something like that, and I will play it for you.
There we go. There we go.
It's okay, we've got our sunnies on, says Bored Old Fart. That's your reference to you and your shorts, huh?
So I'm wearing shorts. I'm cool. It's cool down here. It's hot and humid here.
It is actually hot and humid.
So the air
Wow,
conditioning
I
going.
got a lot
We got the thunderstorm, possible tornadoes happening with toonie size hail, like hail will be bigger around, but we haven't had any yet. So
Yeah, because when you say toonie, is that like, let's see, that's a little bigger than a dollar piece, right?
yes,
In comparison to what we have.
Yeah.
And well, your dollar's the same size, right? And a coin, I believe that ours is. Yes, are they about the same? I think. And then the
might-
toonie's bigger. I know that was I know that was a typo, but I love typos. Pray fat rain. No, pray for rain. I do typos all the time, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's all good, but yeah. So you want rain, Mikey? Is that what you're trying to say? I know back home, last I heard, my parents were saying it was pretty dry, and they really do want rain. So that's in Minnesota. So I guess I don't know how it's been there for you, Mikey, in Wisconsin.
Yeah, let's have a look at the weather map.
Oh, we can do that. And where's Nora, the weatherman? Ooh, hey, I like this. Excuse me. And then, yeah, I got my hair all tied up in all sorts of directions. I wanted something different than just a ponytail, but it's kind of hot. In all reality, I probably shouldn't even put this on. But I felt like having a little bit more on today, I guess. So I have like 2 ponytails plus a ponytail overall to keep it off my neck a little more. Oh, the entire state of Wisconsin's in drought state right now. Ooh, that's not good.
Mhm.
So where are we?
Right now, this is where the
Oh.
storm's going to be at 5:30.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much past now. But we still got some really cool footage either way.
But we got more stuff coming. Yeah, because it's filtering down towards. It's going across the lake right now.
I think it's going to hit Ohio.
Yeah.
And Pennsylvania.
And at 7:00, it'll be in Cleveland, Erie, Buffalo, and Toronto.
So watch out, Joey
Lindsay.
and Nora and whoever else is in Ohio-ish area.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know if we know
filtering
anybody in
down.
Pennsylvania. Maybe I think we do know somebody in Pennsylvania, but I can't remember for sure who.
Wig Wag Workshops. How you doing? Good to
Wig
see you.
Wag! I like that. That's a fun channel name.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Ohio? So Wig Wag is in Ohio. So yes, watch out for the storms then. Central Ohio. Okay. Well, you might get lighter stuff, it looks like. I think it's more the north, east.
Well, we
And
can
it's
show
gonna get more.
people where
You can show.
the weather map here.
And like I say, and about the time we're done showing the weather map, it'll be about the time I'll start my story of the day. Because I'll do that in about 5 minutes, folks. So if you need to get a beverage or a snack, go do it now.
So this is where we are in London. See, the storm's pretty much almost passed.
Land bridge is falling down.
And then this is how the Great Lakes, should say Lake Erie, has grabbed a hold of the storm and it's pulling it down towards Ohio, Cleveland. Down into Lima. There you go.
Really? Now they're going to call.
So we had the brunt of it earlier, but nothing really happened. Just a lot of cloud rotation here and there, and the sky was kind of greenish a little bit, little orange clouds were happening. So the rotation was over top of the house. So
Yes, it was literally on top.
yeah. Oh.
Oh, yes. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yay. Nice X-Man hat you have, Gemma. Okay.
Oh.
We have 10 people in the house.
Well, welcome 10 people.
Yeah. We have 10 people in the house. Ish. You know, it's going to hover and change up. I did notice earlier at one point there was like 3 or 4 people talking. And
Sure. There you go. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, people.
Oh yeah, RWC is here. Oh, hey, I have a button to push for him. Dennis is here. Apparently, Shangy Girl sent some people over. So you know what, Shangy Girl, I'm going to assume you're still lurking here. I'm going to play the shared button in honor of Shangy Girl. So be it she's here or not, I would like to do that. Oh, great. Now we're to... Oh, there it is. Shangy Girl, this is for you. And then, gee, I want to do Sparky, but Sparky, if you're here, say something so I can play your button.
Oh, he's probably lurking, or maybe he's busy.
And hopefully Roy can show up. I have a surprise for him.
Or he might be sleeping.
I know. And this is for RWC Toyman, who is one of his channels. But here you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Ron's hat is on fire. See, he calls it a hat too.
It's not a hat. It's a skull cap.
I call it a hat too. Yeah, I know. Bandana, skull cap, but it still covers your head. So I call it a hat.
Know. Hi, Dennis. How you doing?
Yeah, isn't that great? Dennis is here.
Good to see you.
Oh, really? Shani put me on her community tab, and she has done that before for me on videos and such. She's really, really nice. So
it's good to see you and good to meet you, Dennis.
Yeah. How are you doing today, Dennis? Laura is listening but getting supper going.
What are we having for supper?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking
Oh,
at.
Dennis is in Southern California.
Oh.
I bet that's nice weather. Is it, or how is it going? Is it really hot? Is it what do you call it? A lack of rain, or is it good? How's it going there with weather-wise and stuff? Southern California. You'd think they probably didn't get affected by the Canadian smoke.
Oh, barbecue steak. We'll be right over.
Yeah, but it's only like, what, 15 hours, did you say?
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
only a 15-hour drive.
I don't know. In my mind, you think, oh, go to Canada, visit everybody. But it's all spread out.
It doesn't work that way.
It's like going to another state back home. Like, you're Wisconsin? Great. Well, look at all these people. No, everybody gets spread out. It's no different than me back home in Minnesota. Just because you're in Minnesota doesn't mean it's just around the corner, right?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Dennis is like, Laura, pass some off that over my way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody now lost for words is hungry too.
Yeah, there we go. We all want steak.
We want steak. Actually, I do want steak. He filled me up of all kinds of steak when he first came to see me last year. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was really craving steak. I'll have to do that again. We haven't done that in a while, have we? We've had all kinds of sorts of meats, though. I'm not complaining in that department, but steak would be nice again.
Yeah, you've had trout, you've had salmon steaks.
We've had and then we've had chicken, and we've had turkey, and all kinds of things.
Yep.
Beef, of course. I love food porn. Who doesn't, right? Ooh, it's already
chicken wings. It's 5:31.
Well, I was going by that, I think.
Oh.
I know, I was thinking that too, but we didn't start on time. So we have I could start now, but
no, it's up to you.
We'll start.
When you start, I'll just go out.
You're gonna go do this?
Yeah.
Well, how eager are you to do this?
Yeah, I'll take the camera up with me and do some more videos. I've been shooting a storm with my video camera, so I'll be uploading that.
I have been too. I did get. Well, if you want, I can share my footage with you too to add to it.
Yeah.
Because I will be putting up footage of this. Because right, half an hour before we were supposed to start the stream, I think it was. All of a sudden, it started getting really nasty looking outside, and we were ready to bolt down here because it was right on top of us. And yeah, it was definitely a definite rotation in the clouds. And then there was clouds being sucked up I've never really seen that before. But little clouds are getting sucked up, and some of the clouds are getting lower, and it was rotating. There was a little bit of like an orange color hue in parts of the sky. He thought he saw green somewhere. I didn't really see that. I saw more blues in my eye, but it made me think that there was going to be a tornado that would drop out of the sky. Truly.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I was like, gee, Canada gets better every day, huh? Not that can't happen at home, but I mean, there's the wildfires and then just other circumstances that made it a bit stressful for a while here. And then now thinking that tornado is going to come down and gobble me up. So,
yeah, we got some video of it.
Yes. Yeah, I got it. We'll see how good it looks, I guess. But I did record that on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It started doing it before I could grab my phone. So I guess I don't remember at what stage. I think it was still doing it pretty good when I captured it. But
yeah.
Anfield Road layout and the loft is here.
How you doing, Lee? Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, greenage is no good. And from what I remember, green can mean hail.
Yeah. And
apparently orange is probably can be tornado, or maybe that's hail too. I don't know. But I know green I've heard is hail. Is it a Moscato? Moscato?
I got him. I slapped him.
You slapped him, silly?
I slapped that little skidder.
Greenage is no good. That's right.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, orange. I don't know. I think I heard that from him that orange is supposed to mean something to do with tornadoes, maybe. But I've heard about the green with hail.
The real bright orange. It's a twist around the ground somewhere that's close by.
Tell you what, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to go use the little lady's room. If you can entertain them for just a couple minutes, and then I will start that, and then you can do this.
Oh.
That okay?
Okay.
It's just a quickie.
Okay.
Just kidding. Well, it is a quickie, but not that kind of quickie.
A quickie. Wow.
We're gonna have a quickie for you, right?
Whatever. There you go. So, now, Fishy got her fishing license the other day. That sounds funny, doesn't it? Fishy got her fishing license. So we're going to be, hopefully, I wanted to take off fishing this weekend, but it's supposed to rain all weekend. So who wants to fish in the rain? But we got to get Fishy a fish. So she can catch her first fish over here. So take off down to the lake, fish off the pier, see if we can get some perch. So Fishy's going to go fish for some fish. Yeah, that came in the mail the other day, so. And you might get rain this weekend, Mike, hopefully. I know with all the fires raging throughout the northern part of Canada, hopefully they get some rain too, so. Terry's wood burning. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, rain brings fish to the top of the water. Yeah. And it says he's got to do that too, and he says he'll be right back. All right, Dennis. Sounds good. The Fishy has returned.
See, I told you it was a
I was letting
quickie.
people know about Fishy's got a fishing license.
Yeah.
Fishy's gonna fish.
Fishy's gonna fish. Go fish with Go Fish.
We're gonna go fish. Go fishing.
Go fish. Go fish.
Yeah. So I'm going for Smokey.
I got to do that. Be right back. What does he got to do? Fish a fish.
Go fish. Go
Fishy a fish.
Yeah, fish.
Terry, did you say hi to Terry?
Yes, I set the hi to Terry's wood burning.
Ooh.
But you didn't.
No, I just did.
I know.
Because I was gone. Want to slap? Whack. You want to smack? Would that be better?
You're gonna smack me?
Yes.
It's okay.
Mwah.
There we go. I shall return.
Will you return? You better be lurking.
Well, I will be. I'm taking me phone. Or
Oh, Lori says, "Aw."
taking me phone.
She
and
liked the smack.
She
liked the smack.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. There you go.
All right. So you guys can hear me all right? And Terry says he's doing good. That's good. So, to make it easier, the day that I got the text message from this individual that I'll keep anonymous, it was fresh on my mind, right? And it's a good time to write things down, I think. When it's fresh on your mind, more motivation to do it too, I think, when it's hot on the brain. But yeah, see, I don't know how long it'll take me, but see, I got 2 pages. So what I'm going to do here in a moment, is I am going to put like an overslide, I guess. I don't have to like think about how I'm looking as I'm trying to read. Should have made the font bigger. I don't know. My eyes, I need to do stuff with my eyes. And some of it might be nutrition and whatever else. Yeah, because there's usually something, a product I put in my eyes, which I could do. But you know what I need to do? I need to remember to get an eyedropper so I can do that, which usually helps with my vision. Yes, thank you. An overlay. I'll be putting up an overlay in a minute here. So that way, then I'll have to think about how I'm looking. I don't know. It's just a me thing. And it gives you guys something to look at while I'm telling you what happened. Now, this scenario happened on Tuesday. And like I say, I'm so excited that this... oh, geez. As I choke. Sorry about that. I'm so excited that this person did write to me because I was like, what am I going to talk about? What should be the theme of today? But after I got that lovely text from this lovely individual, who I do hope things go better for that person in life eventually, I was like, nailed it. I know what I'm going to talk about today. The continuation of more flying monkeys. It just never seems to end, and that's okay. Keeps us entertained. Yes, Mikey, your brain works well right now. And I know Lost for Words can relate and understands what I'm talking about. There may be others here that have experienced such. Either way, you're more than welcome to listen. Grab yourself a beverage, a snack. It's going to be talky talk time. And then afterwards, because I probably won't look at the text. Well, actually, I know I won't. I won't be looking at the comments too much. So Lost for Words, if you're going to be around, maybe you can kind of talk to people if somebody new comes in. Ron, if you're watching, you could do the same, or whoever. Just kind of interact, because I don't want people to feel like I'm neglecting them or anything. But right now, when I do this, I like to focus, and so I can get through it and project it as well as I'm able to. Yes, trolls. And actually, before I start, I've been wanting to push this button. It's big crybabies. Anyway, okay. So let me find my overlay. Where did I put that? I have a couple of them. I suppose I'll do this one, because that's how it feels when you get out of abuse, and then it just feels like not everybody, but these certain individuals want to come and attack you. And a lot of times I find that the individuals that attack you, their lives are not going very well themselves. So it's almost like they're hurting, and being they're hurting, they decide they want to hurt somebody else because they're hurting. So if you get out of abuse, well, that's not cool, because maybe my life might get better. Anyway, so yes, I will not be reading chat purposely so I can read this. So Lost for Words and others. Yes, projection. There we go. Thank you, Lost for Words. Projection, because it shows exactly how they are, what they're going through, but they pin it on somebody else. See, this is why I really enjoy it when my wonderful sister's in the house, because she knows what I'm trying to say, and sometimes the words for me are just not there. All right, well, let's begin with my story, which is a real story, no matter what some people think. All right, the title I put on this was Flying Monkey While in Canada. Woohoo! Just never know what's going to happen. First off, I want to start by thanking the newest flying monkey that came flying my way via text message this past Tuesday, because I was stumped to know what topic to talk about for today's live stream. So thanks to her, she saved the day. Thank you again to this person. Anyways, people continue to surprise me with really how ignorant and unkind they really can be. Especially people coming from supposed Christian roots. After all these experiences I have endured and currently still am, they are a pleasure for me to share with you all and for myself to explore. I do truly see more and more to why so many people go running into becoming atheists or becoming very neutral in religious beliefs like Christianity and such. Because these are not true Christians. These are like cultish Christians. And they really do give God and true Christianity a really bad name, in my opinion. The most recent flying monkey is truly just an acquaintance to me. Her family and her have been longtime friends of my family, meaning like my parents and such, right? And she is much closer to some of my family members, but for sure not with me. Other than an odd text here or there, basically pretty light, like how's the weather, how are you doing kind of text, right? So other than that, and maybe, seeing her at occasional family events or friend events. And like I say, these text messages are like here and there over many, many years. It's not that often. So pretty much that sums up our relationship. It's very much just acquaintances and we see each other here and there. So I really don't know a lot about her and she really doesn't know a lot about me. And it's very evident from her text message. So when this person comes lashing out at me, telling me she knows all about me and knows more than what I even probably am aware, this tells me I know she's getting almost 100% of those supposed facts through rumors and grapevines of others, which is never the best route to go. Have any of you ever played that telephone game? Do you know what I'm talking about? When one person starts out whispering a phrase in someone's ear, and then that continues down the line, right? Each person whispers that same phrase or tries to repeat that same phrase, as they go down the line of people. And by the end, the interesting thing is that phrase is totally different. It gets morphed. It gets changed. It just happens. Even if a person isn't trying to, as rumors go around, as messages get around, they change and shift. Anyways, it just made me think of that, because that's how it works with people who love spreading rumors and gossiping about people. The starting piece possibly started out as being totally true, but by the end, it's distorted and definitely not factual no more. I myself would rather get my facts straight from the source, not through a tangled mess of grapevines. For one, you may get distorted. I'm disturbed now because I heard somebody coming down the steps. Just kidding.
Excuse me.
Oh, I know, you excused. I say this again. So for one, if you're going by a tangled mess through the grapevines, you're going to get distorted information. And two, think about it. Would you rather everyone talk about you behind your back or come straight to you, the actual source? This flying monkey tried to tell me that she has all the facts about me and that facts are facts. I don't think she understands what facts truly are. I wonder where she got all her facts. It wasn't from me, that's for sure. And I know for a real fact that the bulk of the things she assumed and stated to me were false. She even brought up something that supposedly happened between me and a close family member on the phone within the last couple months. Now, what she said was false. But either way, be it true or false, how would she know? I don't talk to this person, and she wouldn't have been around when I talked to this other person. Like I say, I haven't talked to her in a very, very long time. So, someone is feeding her false information, or she is making up things in her own head. Either way, that is not cool. Now, in the text message, or I should say through text message, I could have justified myself and fought back of all the falsehoods she shot at me. But that would do no good with a toxic individual as herself. It will not change her faulty mindset and would be a waste of my precious time. So I simply wrote back this text message to her, which word for word, this is what I stated. I see your views have been distorted, and that's okay. You have the choice to what you believe. I'm content because I have God and I know the real truths, and I don't expect anyone else to understand. I'm glad life is going well for you. I thank God for that. Have a blessed day. And that's all I wrote back. Because like I say, yeah, I could have fought all the things, but there's no point. It's a waste of time and energy. It is sad and interesting how people put blame onto the verbally abused person. I am not the only one. I have heard of many stories of ladies getting this very same blame. Some of these ladies are ones I personally know. Like this person that attacked me stated that she had stated that I need to seek counseling for my manipulative behavior. Well, I, the one that endured trauma from the abuser, needs help? Really? Okay, yes, going to therapy to heal from the trauma I endured probably would be a great step in my life. But for her to say I was the manipulative one, that's a false assumption. This person wants to say that This person wants to say that what I did by leaving my abusive marriage, etc., was un-Christian of me. Well, she should look in her own mirror. Is attacking a victim of abuse any better, even if her facts were true? Is she being very Christian-like? Like I say, even if all the things she said, let's just say they were all true, her behavior is still uncalled for. Another interesting highlight is she literally texted me this. This is quoting what she wrote me. I understand the verbal abuse, but as someone who claims to be a Christian, your responsibility as a Christian wife is to respect your husband no matter what. Did you hear that? No matter what. So apparently, if this husband starts beating you up, and be it verbally or physically, that's okay. You have to endure it. You have to go with any behavior that husband does to you. I say this is false. Do you really think God wants to let the husband abuse the wife, and that no matter what, she has to endure it? Be it emotional or physical, I know for a fact be it emotional or physical, I know for a fact of someone she's very close to, a family member of mine, so I know it's true that this family member left a similar circumstance as I of verbal abuse, And she is now divorced and away from that toxicity, which is great. Yet, this flying monkey is still good friends with her. Doesn't sound like she stays very consistent in her own values in life. Because if she thinks that a Christian wife should stay with their husband no matter what, but this family member left, but they're still friends, that doesn't make any sense in my brain. Because it's, what do you call that? Like an oxymoron, I think you call that. I understand every situation is different, but wow, people keep surprising me every day. At the end of her text, she used the term that so many people, especially Christians, seem to like to use, and she said, "You made your bed, now lay in it." What does that really mean? I was tempted to be smart and write back that I'm enjoying my bed, thank you very much. But that would have been just a silly statement to send back, and again, just a waste of time. I feel a lot healthier, I'm happier, and I'm much closer to God than I ever have been. So if this statement is supposed to mean I'm supposed to feel bad, well, I don't. I'm just sad to how people react when a person is finally doing things that are better for their own life and getting out of abuse. They should be celebrating, not harming that person. This makes me wonder if these people are truly miserable in their own marriage and in their own life, so prying on others makes them feel better. If so, I truly hope this person feels better now that she's enjoying her bed that she's lying in. And I do know through this family member that she's close friends with that this flying monkey is and or has had problems in her own marriage. So for all I know, maybe she's lashing out because she's projecting that because she's not happy in her own. And she, people do that. If they see somebody else get out and they might actually have hope in life and their life is miserable because they have chosen not to move on and do something for themselves, they can lash out and be cruel to others. But anyway, so there you go. There's the topic of the day. People wanting to get you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They want to stab you. And they want to hurt your heart. But anyway.
Yeah, like what Lost Word says, probably jealous because they haven't got the courage to get out.
I know that, like, that first, remember the whole, like, church thing, and I had the flying monkey within the church that came literally running after me to get me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's similar with that person.
Mm-hmm.
I think people that can't see outside the box and help themselves, when they see somebody else do it, they're like, no, you can't do that. And like I say, there's been other ones too, but especially this one, I mean, she's not even local. She hasn't hardly talked to me, and she talks to other people, so she must be getting all her juice from other people, which I know what's true and what's false.
And you know what happens when you get stories from other people? They start making things up and start adding things that are not true.
Well, did you hear, I don't know if you heard, I was telling them about I think they call it the telephone game.
Yeah.
Where I can say something to you, and then you it goes down the line.
Yeah.
And by the end, it's like totally something else.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it makes me think of when I think of people gossiping and rumoring, because it could have started out true, and then it gets distorted. But sometimes it starts out false, and it just gets more distorted too.
Yeah, I see Derek just popped in.
Cool. Hi, Derek.
Derek says the power just came back on where he is in Windsor.
Oh.
Well, that's good. They got their power knocked out.
I'm just looking back at what I missed because I wasn't looking at the...
We haven't got our power knocked out, but we did have a rotation over the house.
Yeah, so I want to look back at what people are saying, and then if anybody wants to say more, if you want any feedback to add to it, I'm just looking. Some of the most hypocritical, judgy people I know sit in a pew Sunday and pretend to be is that pious, however you say that. So no, I know I have. That's what I've noticed. Okay, I myself, I believe in God, and I haven't known in a while, but I do believe in reading the Bible. But more so, I think the bigger part is having a relationship with God. That's number one.
Yeah.
And then you use the Bible as a manual, you could almost say, to maybe understand some things. But number one is understanding between you and God. That's so they haven't made me turn into an atheist or something, but there are definitely wrong Christians. They're cultish, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Yeah, the cultish ones are the worst.
Yeah, because I have been around true Christians that are good. I listened to a coach that she does verbal abuse coaching. She's a Christian, but she hasn't found a church yet that she belongs to because they're all corrupted, basically.
Yeah.
They're crooked.
And don't forget, people who are casting stones. God is watching what you're doing and saying.
Walk the walk and
Remember
talk the
that.
talk. Actions will always speak louder than words. Yeah.
And what did Jesus say? He who is without sin may cast the first stone. Don't forget that. Remember when they were going to stone this woman to death?
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Well, that was talk at one point, and with my
Mm-hmm.
ex, he was really emphasizing about that, so it made me wonder.
Yeah, when you start telling your children that you have the right to stone your wife, like
yeah, because
it
it wasn't direct, but he really was talking about it for a while, and it really made me wonder.
You don't teach kids that; they learn that as they get older. But that's something I don't agree with him teaching. So,
but yeah, I do agree on that. I mean, some of the stuff you gotta just let them learn on their own.
Yeah.
But either way, I mean, right now we're focused on
flying monkeys.
Flying monkeys. But like I was telling them.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I read it and I showed you it. It's not all true what she said. She was very false on many things and false assumptions. But even if she was true on all the things, she's not being very, very Christian-like. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why do they even talk about fishy? They have nothing else to talk about. Yeah, they have. There's nothing better to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's other things that I'll just say that people don't know, but I've endured some things for months of some people not being very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I not once was mean to that person. And sometimes it pays off because this individual I'm thinking of actually did apologize. Now, if it's to heart or not, we'll find out in time. But I think, doing bad to bad never is going to result to good. You can only control your own actions.
And hello, Big Chuck. What's going on? Good to see you.
Big Chuck, good to see you. And Derek, I think I said hi, Derek.
Yep.
I think Fishy handled that well. Fighting with idiots is a waste of time. I'm just trying to look what I missed. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't feed. Exactly. Dennis right here. Don't feed the trolls.
That's right.
Because, for anybody can do this, but especially I've heard there's a lot of us have been through abuse and we're a little bit more maybe sensitive and haven't had a lot of say that we want to justify. So naturally, I would have wanted to, what would you call it? Like write back to state the truths, to support that what I already know is true. But that's a waste of time. I have to think of who I'm talking to. It's just going to hit a brick wall. It's not going to work.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Pray for these people. That's what they need. Always remember to pray for lost souls and innocent. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Have a silent moment for the people. And then, there you go. There's these people like to cast stones at victims. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not the only one. I've heard of other people. Plus, I know of a couple people personally, like they're friends of mine, that got out of abuse and they had the same thing happen. So it's not just me.
This one.
I know, Lori. I'm sorry, Lori. I guess I'm looking back, because I missed this because I literally didn't look at the chat. Yeah, you made your bed. So stupid. I've heard this before from, not necessarily, I don't think I ever was told it to me, but I've heard people have that quote, and I thought that's the dumbest thing to say. You made your bed, so now lie on it. Okay, I will. I love my bed right now. Thank you. It's like, so I'm thinking their bed must be pretty awful. Maybe it's full of bed bugs or something. I don't
Probably
know.
full of thorns.
Praise the Lord. Being close to God is the best. Yes. Yep. And what a lot of these flying monkeys don't know, I did a lot of praying because, if I would have stayed in the circumstance I was in, I would have literally died. I know this because emotionally it was starting to cause physical issues and depression and wanting to go bye-bye for good. And so I know eventually I wouldn't have been around, which isn't going to be good for me or anybody involved in my life.
And since you've been here with me, you haven't really had any seizures. Maybe just one that I can recall. And then you were on the floor down here, and I picked you up and put you on.
Yeah, it's very slim, very, very, very rare.
I
might have had like one full-blown gallbladder attack, I think.
Yeah.
So, nothing's going to go away just like that, but It's been a lot better than it has been. Okay, so there's, Derek says hi. And I know I'm just looking through. Oh, are all these people members of the same congregation or just family friends? Well, the first flying monkey I talked about in previous live stream, when it was basically I got fired by the pastor because he had all his weird excuses.
Another narcissist.
Because he wanted me to stay with the other person. And
well, exactly.
He was butthurt over. But he actually, if it was just that and his silliness, that would have been fine. Okay? He didn't like that day. Some of the stuff he stated might have been false and just kind of childish. But he actually was very professional, you could say. And, that would have been fine. It was the flying monkey afterwards that hurt more.
Yeah.
That flying monkey was from that congregation. The one of the text I just got, no, she doesn't even live local. She is just, like I said, she's a close friend to another family member. And she's basically one of those, like, of the family growing up, friends with that family kind of thing, right? So I never was able to connect real close with this person. And, it's pretty evident because she's still friends with another family member that got divorced for the similar reasons of verbal abuse and narcissist and stuff. Yet she's still friends with her. And that other friend that decided that she wasn't going to be friends with me anymore, I was friends with her for almost 18 years, and she decided not going to be friends with you anymore unless you go back. She's also friends with this family member who similar circumstance. So if you're going to have a value in life, you should probably hold it the same. Don't you think?
Yeah.
If you get divorced, I'm not going to be your friend. Well,
whatever.
That's a silly thing anyways, but you should hold it for everybody.
You know how stupid that sounds.
But I forgot. I got trailed, but I was trying to say that I did pray about things, and I prayed to God that I needed extra help, and God does work miracles. God does do things for you. And I did have other friends via YouTube too at the time, which that really did help. But this guy here came shortly after. And at that time, for a long time, we were just friends. No matter what other people want to think, we were just friends. Acquaintances at first, and then just friends. And he really helped me get stronger. So it happened not long after I prayed. So I really do believe that God put him in my life. At the time, be it we would have just ended up just being friends, or now after all the things, now it's more than just friends. But I'm just saying that because of him, I got stronger. I did less crying in front of the abuser. I opened my own bank account. I obtained a job. I did things I never would have done before because I would have asked somebody's permission, and then it would have been no, so.
Coach Jay, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hi, Coach. Yeah, Coach Jay is here. Yay. Gossip and telephone game is toxic, and people will always dish tea on everyone else.
Yeah.
Yes, Coach Jay, how are you doing? How's your life going? I have a great deal of respect for people who are religious, but your relationship with God is personal. Right.
Yeah, that's right. It is.
Right, because I'm not going to go and tell Lori, for example, like, Lori, you should be doing this, this, and this, or you're going to go to hell. No. Each person has to decide for themselves, because we all of us in our own minds have the right way. Like, I'm going to use an aunt of mine for an example. She is a diehard Catholic. Okay? That's fine. That's great. And she's so dedicated. She goes like every day of the week. And she's more dedicated than I ever could be in anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's wonderful for her. The reason I bring her up is, to her, Catholic is the only way. There is no other option. And basically, she told me, you got to turn Catholic and then your life will get better. I said, Aunt, you cannot tell me that. Sorry, I don't want to use people's names. You can't do that, because I have to decide. If one day I wake up and I decide, yeah, I want to be a Catholic, I have to do it from my own heart and research. She can share some things if she wants here and there, but she can't tell me to be a Catholic. I flipped the tables and I asked her this. I said, hey, so if somebody comes to you and said, you should be a Lutheran or a Baptist or a whatever,
She'd probably smack him.
I said, would you then change to be that if somebody just came to you and told you that that's the only way? She's like, well, no. I was like, well, this is what you're doing to me.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even, I understand in your mind this is the only way. That's great. But you can't just come to me and say, you need to be Catholic. No, I'm not just going to be Catholic because my aunt says you have to be Catholic to make your life better. She meant well, I know, but I had to put a stop to that. It's like, no, I will not do that just because you say so. Now,
gotten quiet out there.
He's distracted by weather.
Yeah, we'll have a look.
Okay, you do that. He's going to go look. But yeah, you know what I mean, though? I mean, it's like anything from religion to politics to food, anything. Somebody could give you some great advice, but they can't tell anybody else what to do. We cannot control another individual. We can only control ourselves, and sometimes we don't even do well in that. Oh, excuse me. As a Christian, I make sure my backyard is clean before I help other people. That's nice there, Derek. Good say. Dennis says, yes, putting our Heavenly Father first. It's the most important. Follow him, and you can never go wrong. If God stands with us, who can stand against? Exactly, Dennis. Yeah, you're really adding to this too. Yeah, churches are corrupted. Yep, money. I've been to and or for sure heard of people going to churches before where you had to give so much of a tithe or offering, whatever you want to call it, or you couldn't go to that church. It's a money thing. And that gets sad. Okay, I do understand if you go to a church building, people donate because it helps keep the church running. But if that's the only focal point of it, then there's a problem. Yes, Chuck. Oh, I like what he said. Wolves in sheep's clothing. There's a lot of those, so watch out. So anyways, when I talked now about the Catholic thing, there's nothing against any of you. If any of you are Catholic, that's great. Okay, I'm not saying anything against it. I think you understand my point, that somebody coming to me to tell me I should be Catholic or Baptist or Lutheran or whatever, or tell me I should be atheist, it doesn't matter what it is. They shouldn't be doing that. But that can go as, like I said, it could be religion, it could be food. Maybe somebody's a vegetarian because they don't want to hurt an animal, and well, myself, I still eat animals. I enjoy meat. Now, if the vegetarian comes to me and says, you should be a vegetarian, well, no, that's my choice to eat or not to eat meat. And, I'm going to respect the vegetarian. See if I'm going to make food, I'll see what's okay and not okay. And Lee, I did see that you said night, so night, Lee. Say night, Lee.
Good night, Lee.
I know I am of opinion that if people are talking about me, and then they're not talking about everyone else, that's just who I am. Yeah. Okay, as hard as it can be, well, let's say Ron has a problem with me. He shouldn't go talk about the problem with me to the whole world and then come talk to me. I mean, sometimes we might need outside support, but okay, because I've done that before, right? Little, like, very isolated support, but that's after I've talked to Ron, right? It goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
We talk to each other.
Yeah.
And then if I did talk to somebody else about something, he knows because I tell him. I told him who I talked to because I don't want to hide anything either. But I mean, my point is, even if it's a hurtful thing, we need to talk to each other, and that goes for anybody. You need to talk to the actual source. I've had that before. I hear things about somebody, and then I just went to the actual source to see what they said. You know, I don't want to go with what I hear from other people. And I don't like stay friends or not stay friends because of grapevine stuff either. I gotta go by, right? How we're treated. Because I'm speaking for both of us, I'm sure on that. Right? Yeah. So yeah, he said night. So Lee, I'm sorry if I missed you because I know I'm like, wow, we have 14 people watching.
Oh, hi, Ken.
Where's Ken?
Where's Ken? Connection.
Did I miss him?
Down.
Oh, there he is.
Right there. There he is. See?
What do you say? Hello, hope you feel blessed that I'm here. After all, I am wonderful. Just ask. I tell you. Didn't he used to have like a church pastor saying or something at one point? Remember that?
Yeah, Reverend Ken. Yeah.
Reverend Ken, you still here? I know I'm a little behind in the chat because I wanted to see what I missed. Ken, are you still here? Say something. Oh, MB7 just got here. I'm just looking on this side.
Oh, MB7, how you doing? Good to see you.
Well, MB7, if you want to hear the main focus of today's live stream when we're done, you'll have to rewatch. I don't know how long I lasted. Was it like 20 minutes? I don't know.
Yeah, about that.
Because I think it was about 40 after by the time I actually kind of got going on it. 40 minutes into the stream, and then I think it was about 20 minutes I talked. But I'll look afterwards like I did with my other streams like this, and I will put timestamps in the description, and I do that so yeah, we'd love people to watch our whole show. Now today's a little bit more focused on like some stuff I went through, and he's very supportive of that, which is awesome. But anyway, but there's some people that don't have 2 hours to watch the whole stream. So that's why I like to just put the timestamps, because that tends to be about 20-ish minutes. And most people probably have that if they just want to listen to it, even as a podcast. Because as you saw, for the people here, I put the slide thing up and you just hear me.
MB7 said he'll watch the replay. Thank you, MB7. That'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, and it's if you're interested.
Yeah. Exactly.
In the topic. Same thing goes for Christianity. Just because a person believes it doesn't mean it's okay to judge others for not being it. Yes. And I have, and Lori already talked about this, lost for words, Lori, that in my own personal experience, some of the most judgmental people in my life have been people in the church. Like towards me. Or they can be like that towards other people. Like, I'm going to use for example. Okay. Yes. He's got 2 tattoos. And so he doesn't have a lot, but he's got one there and one over there, right?
Yeah. Right there.
There are Christian people that wouldn't talk to this man because he's got tattoos.
Right.
He does have his habits of smoking and drinking. Those would be other things that I'm sure... So what I'm trying to say is some Christians are so stuck in their cult or whatever, they won't even see what's in here. Just because there's something that's maybe to some people are a little bit more frowned upon doesn't mean that the person's a bad person. Don't judge a book by its cover. There you go. That's a good saying. Because I've had that before with books and movies. you look at the cover and it could look like, "Ugh, this is not going to be that good." And then it's the best one ever. And then you could have one that looks great, or like a trailer, like a movie trailer could look great. And then it's not that good. So you can't go by that. You have to actually go deep. I posted my life story on my community post last night. Oh, you did, Derek? I'll have to look at that. Yes, I'm here. Maybe. Why do I smell smoke? Is that from you or is that from others? You smell it? No?
No.
Just seems more evident now, so I don't know.
I don't know, maybe because there's a cigarette sitting there.
Oh, that could be. Okay. I just happened to notice now. It's all good.
Majestic Gaming, how you doing?
Oh. I missed something. You missed another comment I was trying to make a point with. Okay. I'll see if I can find it. Mystic! Good to see you. Yeah. Because I was just kind of scrolling lightly. I know I probably missed a few things, but I don't want to take all day going backlogging either because we gotta stay up to date too. I don't know. Unless it didn't show up on this side. Ken, you could always repost it if it's not too much of a hassle because I not really see anything else. Are you?
I don't know, I can't read that fast.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he's there yet.
She's just going.
Well, I don't think he's there yet. So he's there. Hello. Because the first I think I see you, it says, "Hello, hope you feel blessed. I'm here. After all, I'm wonderful. Just ask." Yeah, because I think that's the first that he's in the chat that I could see. Right? Oh, here. What's this? Same goes. Yeah, I read that. I know I read that for sure. Yes, I'm here, maybe. Yeah, so maybe... oh, you saw the comment now? Oh, okay, so maybe I did it when you weren't paying attention.
Okay.
Because I'm going to say... Okay. Oh, that was a nice thing to get off my chest, huh? Flying monkeys. Oh, we got to see what kind that beverage is. We were... Speaking of alcohol... When we were at the beer store, remember? There's that package there. There's a pack. I should at least take a picture of it. There's a package there, and it says something about flying monkeys. I just want to buy the pack. I want to buy it just for that. I want to say it's beer, so I thought, well, if he wants to drink beer, if it's not too much of a cost, not sure. Didn't look at the price. But I'd be like, hey, look at this, flying monkeys. Sunflowers is now in the house.
Hello, sunflowers. Good to see you.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if anybody else here has any more input about people just not being nice. It doesn't even have to be in the same circumstance as me. I know you've had the experience of people judging you because you were having a drink, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, because we invited a bunch of people back from church just to have, a little get together, right? And it's after church, and
yeah.
And I cracked the beer open, and then they said, it's a sin. And I'm like, no, it ain't. No, it's not a sin to have a drink here and there. No, it's not. No,
the only thing, if you're a Bible, God-fearing Bible, they're not God-fearing. They want to say that, but we shouldn't fear him. Anyways, if you're a God believing person and you do believe in the Bible, the only thing it talks about in regards to alcohol, which to me it makes sense because it's for your health, and if you're going to drive around, of course, but most people aren't going to drive on one alcohol drink or two anyways.
They were being so judgmental in my house towards me. I just looked at everybody. I says, you know what? You can all get out and make sure that, and excuse my French, but I said to them, make sure the door doesn't hit you in the ass on the way out.
Well, they say ass in the Bible, but that's a different kind of ass.
I kicked them out. Then after that, I didn't bother going back to that church again.
No, there's a lot of faulty churches.
Yeah.
But
all because of that.
But anyways, what my point of bringing up the Bible is there's two things I want to bring up. One, Jesus worked a miracle at a wedding. And he turned what? He turned water into what?
Wine.
Wine.
But you know what they say? You know what that person, and I said the same thing to these group of people. people. Before
Yeah.
I took my mind. But yeah, but it wasn't alcohol. I said, how do you know? Were you there?
Did Jesus say non-alcoholic wine? No.
Wine is wine.
So he made wine for this wedding.
Yeah.
And somewhere in the Bible, I couldn't tell you word for word or exactly where it is, but they just basically say don't drink to drunkenness. It's kind of like eating. You shouldn't eat until you're like gorging yourself either.
Exactly.
It's the extremes.
Yeah.
So I myself, I'm not against anybody drinking, but I do hope that that person to be wise because it is hard on your liver. It's just it's basically you could say it's like obedience about something for your own good. You know, you can have it, just don't go crazy. It's like with anything, even honey. It talks in the Bible about honey. If you eat too much honey, what happens? You'll get a sour stomach. So just it's balance. It's kind of like people are like all afraid of like sugar and stuff. You can have sugar, just don't eat a gallon of it. You know,
Exactly. That's right.
You can have beer, just don't have a whole case of it. You know, but we have to have.
And we can thank the Egyptians, the old pharaohs, and everything back in that time because they're the ones who invented beer.
No,
they called it nectar of the gods.
Well, anyway, so no, there's nothing wrong with alcohol. But let's just say in a scenario, let's say you decide to have just a ton of alcohol. In my opinion, that's a bad idea. But the only person that can have like discipline on that is yourself. So if I was on drinking, I have to have discipline on myself. If you're drinking, you know, then you can have discipline on yourself to keep it.
Sunflower wants to know what a flying monkey is.
Lori, are you still here? She's always better with words. But a flying monkey basically takes the side of a narcissist. Because I left a narcissist, controlling, verbal abusive man. And then what happens is then there's some people, sadly, that you thought were your friends until you leave the marriage. And they basically, I don't remember why they call them flying monkeys. Maybe because they come flying at you. But they basically take their side. They believe their stories. They believe the narcissist. And they go against you. I don't know where the term came from. I'll have to do research again. At one point I remember I knew, but I couldn't tell you at the moment. So, yeah, I'm very surprised of some of the people that flipped ships. Because there's the first flying monkey could see it and wanted to get help for me and all the things years and years and years ago. She's actually the one that took me in.
Yep. And then she turned around.
She took me in because I had eaten in a whole month because I was depressed and I gave up on life. Yeah. And then she turned,
turned around and went the other way.
Yeah. Because even my mom was aware of this, you know, at the time. She knew she was on the one side of the ship. And then many years went by and we, you know, after the fact, and we didn't talk a lot, but she must have talked to the ex a lot because then when I left, then all of a sudden she was like the very first flying monkey and taking the opposite stand. And even my mom was surprised about that. But it is what it is. It's a choice that she made, and that's fine. That's her choice. It just surprises me of who these flying monkeys end up being. Now, the one that happened on Tuesday, it's kind of, like I said, she was never close to me, so it didn't really hurt, other than it was like, really, you know.
She doesn't know the full story. She's only going on by hearsay.
Right. It just surprises me more of people that actually have been around and have seen when they flip sides like that. It's like, wow.
Yeah, it's basically shame on this person who sent you that text. Very shameful of what she's done.
It is, but you know what? Like earlier, like Dennis said, though. Dennis, that's his name, right? Mm-hmm. For the people like that, pray for this person. You know, I'm not going to give a name because I'm going to keep that anonymous. Mm-hmm. But to this current anonymous flying monkey, if you are a praying person, pray for this person because maybe she's having a really hard time in life and she needed somebody to vent to. So if you want to pray for this person, that would be great. And again, I think it was great. She gave me a topic for today, so thank you.
Yes.
If you or somebody that knows you, I was listening and watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you made this day great for us, so thank you. And yes, I love the bed I'm lying in.
Hello,
Just so you know.
Rudy. How you doing, Rudy?
Hi, Rudy. How are you doing? Sunflower says, when you don't have a stream topic, talk about how awesome I am. Oh, how awesome Sunflowers is.
No, Rudy says he's fine. That's good. Cool.
Ken, you have lots of streams saying how awesome you are. Let someone else have a turn. Oh, see, he's trying to know Sunflowers. It's how awesome I am.
If only you knew how awesome Fishy is.
I don't know. Am I awesome?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I must be, since he drove all that way to pluck me out of Minnesota and bring me here for a while. It must be okay. I must be an all right person. Sunflowers, if you look in the description, it says what the top subject. Oh. Can you unblock from your other channels? I don't think I have you blocked.
What's he mean? Unblock from other channels. What's he talking about? What channels?
I don't know.
Enlighten us, Rudy.
Well, at least you're able to swim here, I guess. Yeah. And just don't be rude and you'll be all good in our streams. Oh, I know. I haven't played this in a bit. So this goes to Rudy and everybody in the house. Thank you for being here. I'm not quitting or anything. It's just a general welcome to everybody. So here you go. There you go. Did you like that? Oh, thank you. See, Dennis says, I'm praying for that flying monkey. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, prayers are always welcome. And because truly, yeah, she truly doesn't know what's been going on in my life, obviously, from what she's told me. And truly, I don't know what's going on in her life. So she might just need lots of prayers.
Problem is with these control people, they will project themselves in public one way, and then as soon as they get their significant other home, they clamp down on them. So basically they have split personality is what it is. They're going to make themselves look good in front of everybody else.
Yeah.
And then when you say things, that differ from what he's projecting, they're going to look at you and go, yeah, that's not true. That's not how he is. You see it this way, right?
Yeah, because I know from my personal experience plus other people's experience.
And I've heard it on hand, and I have heard it myself. Personally.
Oh, yeah. It's the real at home stuff.
The real at home stuff.
Yep.
Not even knowing I was listening.
Yeah, because he was...
Yeah,
on a call or something at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So he personally heard it. So it's not like he was just going by this guy here. I mean, he believed me, but the nice thing was it, in my mind, justified that I wasn't just making it up. Because sometimes some people will make things up. This is true.
Yeah.
But I was not making it up. Now, for the longest time, he tried to make me feel like it was all me, and it was just because I was sensitive and emotional. And it was if I just got, I had to do better in life. Talking about the ex. And for, about 10 years, I believed this lie. I had hope. I had this false hope that that things are going to get better, right? That I'd finally have enough things done in the house or whatever it was that he would truly love me. But see, that's not healthy. Yes, we both have house chores and stuff, right? But I shouldn't have to work at trying to get that love that I wanted or needed to thrive. it's a difference. But yeah, people at the church, they saw the good side of him. He was diligent. He went to church most of the time.
Gave most of his money to the church. That's why he's trying to buy his way into heaven.
Yeah, he was diligent on that. He would, bring the trash out. And I know I heard from like the pastor's wife, for example, say, "Oh, he's such a good guy. He brought the trash out." See, I was a janitor. So she was trying to say, he did that for you, so you didn't have to do that. I'm like, no, he didn't.
He does these things to make himself look good in front of everybody else.
So I can understand how people can get deceived and how they can turn into that.
That's what he is. He's a con man. He's a religious con man.
But
That's what he is.
What I'm trying to say is I could have very easily, if I had a healthy marriage and there was somebody like me going through something and I only saw the good side of the one person, I could have easily fallen into that same trap of ending up being the flying monkey for that person.
Exactly.
A lot of people easily can fall into that trap.
Yeah.
So just because these people now are flying monkeys, maybe in time they'll see the truth. I know some of my family has finally seen the truth. It took them a while too. But anyways, after 10 years, then I realized I basically ran out of juice because you can only do so much. And then at the time I got like hurt by the cow and he got worse and it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, you see, if I seen my wife get hurt by a cow, and I wouldn't be sitting there telling her, "Oh, just walk it off." I'd be taking her to the hospital, make sure nothing's broken.
Well, see, back to that day, just because I could wiggle my toes, and I was complaining more about the cow had jumped me and then had landed on the back of my ankle, and it had scraped literal skin off. So at that very moment, at the beginning of that, the thing I complained the most about was the burning area where my skin was missing, of course.
Yeah.
But, and yes, I could wiggle my toes, but I know this from medical experience that there are people that you can still wiggle your toes and have broken bones. And I ended up having broken bones. But, I don't know. It's hard to be with somebody that doesn't have empathy. Because even for that month when I wasn't eating because I was so depressed and I was withering away on the couch, you would have thought he would have done something. Maybe, hey, you want some soup or something?
Well, yeah, exactly. Or if you had a seizure and passed out and laying on the floor, he just walks over you, right? Doesn't bother picking you up.
Yeah.
So.
I would truly think that he was gone a lot. So a lot of those times he probably didn't even see these episodes. And maybe he truly didn't see it when it was right there at times too. Mm-hmm. I don't know. But that's all past things now. I'm glad that, I'm out of that now. I did have one episode I can think of here where I did pass out, but this person did not leave me there, though. He picked me up.
Exactly.
Because I was on the cold floor.
Yep.
And apparently, he didn't want to leave me there.
I came home for lunch because she wasn't answering texts, so I happened to turn the light on and walk downstairs, and there she was. So I just picked her up and put her on the futon.
Yep. He put me in a more comfortable place. He could have just left me there.
Yeah.
But wait, you might have a little empathy. Oh!
There you go.
And to anybody out there that, including him, not him, like the ex him, meaning. Oh, first let's say hi to Wolf and Hound. Hi.
Wolf and Hound, good to see you.
There is always hope for any of these individuals. They can change if they really want to, and there have been people that have changed. I listen to a podcast, one of the podcasts I follow, and it's a guy on there that he himself used to be that narcissist. He used to be that narcissist, controlling, verbally abusive man.
Yeah.
And he said that for him, the best thing that happened to him, of course, at the time he didn't think so, but in time, the best thing that happened to him is that first current wife that he was just not being nice to at all, she divorced him. It took her a while, but she divorced him. And he said that was the best thing that she could have done, because otherwise he would have just continued forever and ever and ever. But he did get the help he needed, and now he's with another lady, and now he helps people. And so there is hope for them if they want to. That's the part. They have to see the problem, because if they deny it and don't see it, which my ex usually doesn't see it, so you have to have empathy and you have to see it, and then you can get help.
RL Photography is here. The American Ron is
American
here.
Ron!
How you doing,
Good
Ron?
to see you. How are you doing? Has any of this Canadian smoke been Canadian smoke?
Canadian smoke, yeah.
Has that been bothering around your area at all? And yeah, Wolf and Hound, hello again. Oh, what's this? No, he ain't got empathy. You were in the way. You wanted to get on the PC? What?
No.
Is that what it was?
No.
No, actually, he didn't go.
I came home to check.
Actually,
sure
he
everything
did.
was okay.
He didn't go on the PC. He only has 20 minutes or something. He basically picked me up, made himself a coffee, food, and went back to work. What you doing?
Well,
it's gonna. Yes, it is. Oh, capital.
oh, I guess it is. Yeah.
Oh no.
Almost finished with my Canadian hunting video. Oh, nice! I can't wait till.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
Not all American Christians are bad, but the wrong ones have the largest voices. Yes. And I have to agree with Ken. I have met some really good Christians too. Okay. I'm not saying they're all bad either. But you know what? A lot of them can be so blind to what's going on. I know this is kind of slightly political, but there's a lot of things going on in this world that isn't cool. It's very not good. But I'm not going to go into that because, well, you don't want to get shut down, right? But basically, I've noticed a lot of Christians are very blinded to what's going on in the world. And then I've talked to some people that are, they admit that they're atheists, yet they are a lot smarter about what's going on in the world. And a lot of people that aren't Christians that I've been around have been a lot kinder to me than the bulk of the Christians I've been around. Right. It's not all of them. I'm friends with both, okay? But I'm just noticing these differences, that's all. And I myself still consider myself a Christian, and I have a relationship with God, and I do believe he's the real deal. I just think a lot of people have taken the wrong paths. But are you going to show something? Is that what you're doing?
A little update on the module. I thought we might as well, because we did.
No, Canadian, I'm going to call it. Canadian smoke's been bothering us here in North Carolina, too.
And it filters down all over the place.
Yeah, I still think there's something more to that,
New York City,
too.
I was choking on it, too.
I think it's deliberate. But it's not. I don't know. There's something about the fires I don't think is normal.
No.
Let's say I've seen evidence.
Yeah.
But we'll leave it at that. Okay, show them the railroad.
So anyways, on the...
I'm a pagan. That's what Lori says, too. Well, I'd rather you be a pagan and you chose that than somebody to tell you to be a pagan or to tell you to be a Christian. You have to do stuff in life that's to your heart. Of course, we're all going to have the avenue that we think is the right way.
Yeah.
But full-heartedly, just do what you think is right, and that's going to be better than doing it just because somebody else said so.
Right. So, anyways, on the module that we're working on.
Oh, I see what you took a picture of.
We got another waterfall made, which got put on not too long ago.
Yeah, do you see that there?
There's a waterfall coming down, hitting the rocks, and going around the rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Those are actual rocks I put in here, by the way. Those are real.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot to ask you if you wanted, did you want me to make another one of those things? I know you made that one, but did you want me to make one, or were you going to make one? Because I saw the tray was empty.
Mm-hmm.
I got sleepy. Yep. And I do see Ken says the loudest voice is usually the one that has the most faults. Let the man that has no sin cast the first stones. And Jesus was talking about a prostitute. Yep.
So I took another snapshot of this waterfall a little bit farther away. So we'll get rid of that, and then I'll go over and.
What do you guys think of that? See, that's why I like being by myself, because I have no time for fake people. Present company excluded. Yeah, I know. I'd rather have just a couple real people in my life than like 100 fakers, because they'll turn around and stab you in 2 seconds. They don't care if they're fake. That's what I found out. I found out who my true friends are and who my not true friends are because they fell off the face of the earth.
There we go. There's another
Oh,
shot.
there you go. Yeah.
I see. Now we're gonna do another waterfall down over here.
Yep.
So we got one here, another one over here. This is the rest of the river.
Is that a scale model train track? Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
HO scale train
Yes.
track. And this is like so there's, well, put your mouse to where the track is.
The tracks are here.
Like you gotta go over.
I'll take another picture. I'm trying to load another picture up.
Okay, yeah, because that's, see, here's the track right here, and it's behind this stuff, but it comes around. But he'll do another picture so you can see the, come on. There we go, stop sharing. There we go. Wolf and Hound says, Jesus also said a New Testament, I leave for you to love one another as I loved you. Yeah. And another thought of that, Wolf and Hound, is a lot of us don't even love ourselves. I'm still working on that. We have to be okay with ourselves right where we're at. I'm a lot better than I was because, hey, I'm showing you on camera now. I used to hide because I was always so hard on myself. Plus, sex was not helpful in that department. So, love yourself. And then you'll be able to have like a cup runneth over. And then you can love your friends and your neighbors and all the things, right? Because if you hate yourself, how can you love anybody else? If you can't love yourself, how can you love anybody else? You really can't. Think about it. You got to fill yourself up first to be able to love others. And so, yeah, I've been doing a lot of that and still have a lot more to go. But just in general, away from that toxicity, I'm able to start doing that. Plus, people like this guy here is helping boost that more.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So here's another look at the module we've been doing. So.
Oh, and he sent me some pictures.
Okay.
Okay. I see. I look.
All right.
Thank you for letting me know there, American Ron.
There you go. There's that seam of the bridge.
Yeah.
And we got one more to give you a perspective on the size of the module that we're working on. So it's 3 by, I think it's 3 by 4, 3 feet wide, 4 feet long.
Okay. Yeah, he sent his favorite pictures, so I'll send it to you, I think. And then we can show it. I do really like
So there we go.
Yeah, he has some really nice he's a photographer, so
Yeah.
and he has the right equipment and the talent. So you'll see in a minute here.
So Fishy and I made this waterfall here. And of course the one that sits over here, and there's another waterfall just on the other side of this bridge right in here. She made all this whole waterfall actually.
Yep, and
So,
then you made that one
I
over
made
there.
this one in the back here.
Yep.
So, and then there'll be a backdrop going up and around this too as well. So,
All right, I sent you 3 pictures so we can. I sent it to Hangouts so that so we can show people the awesome. Yeah, those are really nice pictures, Ron. So I agree, those are faves. So those are his favorite ones. So we can screen share those. And did you get that bear taxidermy then, Ron? American Ron? It's hard to love yourself. I'm my worst critic. Yes, but it doesn't help when you have help on that too. Not this guy, but the other guy.
mhm,
Isn't that nice? That's a
mhm.
big bear.
Yeah, I like the rifle too. It's
Yep.
got a scope on it.
I think the guy there is pretty cool too, don't you?
Yeah.
We were talking about the bear and the gun.
There we go.
96 degrees this weekend. Wow, it's gonna be real humid too, Ken. Oh, I'm gonna read what Derek's been saying here in a minute too.
Yeah, here's another picture of that Ron took.
Getting a full-size mount, 400-pound bear. Yep, that is You took that? I mean, look at that. Look
Mhm.
at the bear. It's just like, huh? I can't believe you caught that. That's so cool. You must have a pretty good zoom, I'm assuming, because you probably don't be too close to these critters.
Well, no, you don't want them smacking you around because they will rip you to pieces.
Mm-hmm. They might eat you.
Well, not necessarily eat you, but they'll tear you apart.
Those are so cool.
They will make sure you never move again.
They look like things that should be on, like, you know how cards have like nice scenes like that? It looks like something that should be on a card or up on somebody's wall, like in a frame. Yep, that's Alaska. So yeah, if anybody here wants to see, he's getting a video ready with all his footage from Canada, right? And then Alaska. I'm not sure if he did on that or not, but either way, he has lots of really nice footage on his channel. So go check RL Photography out. I wanted to see that, and I suppose we better do some beats before we're done, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let go.
Hang on. Let me get rid of this first.
What are you getting? Oh,
this.
On the other screen.
There we go. Okay.
All right, I wanted to see what Mr. Derek said. Oh, 2 videos coming. Okay, good.
Nice.
Derek said, see, growing up with my stepdad was that way. He was upstanding guy outside the house, and inside was a verbal abuse and physical would start. Right. They hide it. Yeah, that's thankfully there really wasn't a lot. Okay, you do that and then we can tap on that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, there's a lot. Well, think about it. The true person is going to come out in the home, right? Anybody can be fake in public, be a certain way, right? But no, when it comes to being a Christian or not, your walks of life, of how you do that with your own family at home, is going to count more than, let's say you're a Christian that goes to church. Once a week at church, you're one way, and then the rest of the time you're another way, doesn't cut it. It'll cut it in the wrong way. You're not going to be a true Christian if you're looking good in the church and then, okay, for example, if you're a Christian, you're probably not going to be looking at pornography, or shouldn't be. That's usually a no-no. Other people that aren't Christians maybe don't do that either. I know for a fact of the first church that I was going to, that I found out through my friend there, that's what her husband did all the time. And every relationship can be different. Maybe it's okay in some people's relationships. It's between you guys, right? If that's okay or not. For her, it was not. And it's not just because of a Christian principle. It was hurting her because instead of him wanting to take time to do that kind of stuff with her, he'd rather sit and look at who knows who it is on a screen. And so it hurt her greatly because she wanted that attention and he would rather look at some other people. And so it hurt. I have heard that some people will make an exception to that maybe if you and your partner are okay with looking at that stuff, to maybe, I don't know, enjoy watching together, or maybe it makes you excited and then you do things together. I don't know. I myself am not into that. And I know for a fact of my friend, it hurt her relationship because her husband wouldn't give her that time of day. Because, anyways, backing up, he went to church every Sunday looking one way, but behind the scenes, he was doing other things that most people weren't aware. That's why I bring it up. So, yeah. Excuse me. B. Wizzle, good to see you. Oh, it's all good. We all have things to do in life, so if you're able to be here or not, I understand. I can barely contain myself when I see you, Bear. I want to see, can you drop, you want a link? Ooh, hi Spike, good to see you. I hope life is treating you well. I am going to go over here, and it's going to be under Ron. because that's what's open right now. So yes, I will drop. I'm gonna drop RL Photography's link because yeah, he has. I mean, check everybody else out too, but because he showed some pictures and because I'm able to, there we go. So right there, under RWC Toyman, I just put RL Photography's link. And then Spike, if you want to see the main source of today's talk, that happened like a half hour or 40 minutes or something into the stream. You can always watch that later. Yeah, so he has 2 videos coming. So RL Photography, does that mean like is one for Canada and one is for Alaska? And let's see, just to make it easier, I'll do this because I just got thinking just in case in reverse. Just in case Ron is interested, I'll drop Wolf and Hounds too because they have good stuff on their channel too. They're good peoples. I am actually hoping, well, Canadian Ron here, and I are hoping that we can meet up with Lost for Words one of these days, and we'd also like to meet Wolf and Hound if we could too. Good peoples. I've heard a lot of, I mean, I already know they're good peoples. You can tell online, but I've heard through like Lost for Words, for example, because she's very close with them, and so I know, yeah, they're wonderful people. So I think it'd be pretty cool to be able to meet them in person one day. Hello again. Are you ready to drum away, are ya?
Sure, why not for a little bit.
Oh, that's right, Wolf and Hound. That's right. Did you know that Wolf and Hound live with, that they live now with Lost for Words?
Oh, really?
So,
oh, nice.
If we ever are able to go that way, it'll be more than one person stop. You know, hit one house and you got a bunch.
There you go.
Party time.
Party time. Look, show a little like.
Yes. So yeah, so we had a couple more people. I don't know if were you watching or no. There's a couple more people that jumped in.
There?
We have B Wizzle.
Oh.
And
hello, B Wizzle. What's going on?
Yeah, and Spike popped in for a moment apparently.
Spike.
I have to go. I gotta go pee for a second, if that's okay.
Okay.
So
you do that. I'll just go warm up.
Ow! Did you hear that?
A little bit.
My back made a noise.
Your backy cracky?
My backy cracky.
Uh-oh. Backy cracky. We'll just move the mic over. So.
Okay. Well, I'll be right back.
Let's move this back a bit. There.
I'll be back.
Okay. That's it for my piano playing. Ooh, that's loud. comes back, I'll play the funky bass kit. Oh, there we go.
Did you say oops?
I said oops because I almost dropped my stick.
Aha!
Aha!
Aha! Hey, Dr. Ben!
Hey, hey, hey.
Alright, so we're gonna play for a little bit for you folks. I will listen to my phone listen. Your phone made noise.
My phone made noise. I don't know. Might have been.
I know it was. You silly. Alright, so I'm just pulling up the stream so I can see the comments and then we'll rock and roll.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Well, I'll see some of the comments, I guess, the bulk of them.
Right.
Because if it's on a different channel, I won't.
Mm-hmm.
So there. There we go. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Freddie.
Next one. Yep, do the next one now. Yeah, I figure we'll play our songs at least one time through, and then maybe we'll update a little bit more what we're gonna do this weekend, and then that'll be it.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, they're turning out good.
Yeah,
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun. You having fun? I'm having fun. You guys having fun?
Oh, wait. Need more fun.
Wait, oh, more fun?
I'm gonna smack you.
Okay.
Mwah.
Okay.
Okay, now let's do one. Okay. Oh, hold on 1 second. Yeah, it sounds good, Derek. I'm glad at what you're doing. He has big plans for his channel. turning out. I hope everybody else is enjoying. Oh. Remember that one? I'll do it. Okay, ready? Oh. Hi, number 2 of French fries or fries. Number 2 with fries. Let's see.
Number 2 with fries.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Apparently, number 2 with fries likes her playing. We play good together. we should probably go talk to the people.
Yep.
I got a call to make, and you got probably some sleep to do.
Sounds good to me.
But yeah, we wanted to get some beats in there, and we hope that you guys enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. I know that. And yeah, we enjoy playing together. I think we do pretty well at that. Yes, we make mistakes, but I mean, we're pretty in tune to each other. I know I did talk to the mic.
No.
But yeah.
No, we're trying. We keep practicing. And
We enjoy playing together. It's like a spider. Or something. Anyway, so yeah, I was talking with no mic here, but yeah, we enjoy playing together. I think we do. We're in tune to each other, I think, too.
mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes I'm so in tune to him that if he messes up or stops, I'm like, then I stop because I'm going by your beat, right? Sometimes.
Right.
Laura Lee sent a picture. It's probably food. Yep. Look.
Thanks, Laura Lee. Oh, that looks good too. Thanks, Laura Lee, for the pictures. And thank you very much for the compliment.
Yes, Laura Lee made some food. Here,
Food porn.
I know, it's good. That looks really good.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's getting tired. Yeah, like I said, I know we got to wrap up here soon because
Yeah.
because we started late, we're ending late, and I do have a phone call to do too. So, but before we go, let's wrap it up and let the people know what we're doing this weekend. What are we doing?
I don't know. What are we doing?
Oh, you forgot already.
Mom, we got to do a little shopping Friday.
Yes, we're gonna do some shopping. It's payday.
And then we're going out Friday night to a bar.
Yeah, are we? I don't know. Are we just doing that, or are we gonna capture any of that, or can't you? I don't know.
What? Bring your phone, yeah.
So you might see us.
Yeah.
You never know. But either way, that's gonna be nice. We haven't done that yet.
Well, one thing's for sure: when Fishy tries the Zambuca, we will be videotaping that.
Yeah, because Zambuca apparently tastes like licorice, and apparently it can be very dangerous.
Yeah.
Brandon, hello. We do see you.
Hi, Brandon. How you doing? Good to see you.
Wow, we still have 10 people in the house.
Yeah, I know.
If I didn't have a phone call to make and you didn't have to lay down, I'd say, let's keep going.
Yeah, I know, but I do got to work tonight.
I know.
Seeing how this is my Friday night, so.
It's so awesome, though. I mean, I hate,
Yeah.
like I said, I hate going when there's like 10 people here, but.
I know, but we got things to do.
But yeah. Oh,
So.
I don't know. I guess we didn't talk about it for sure.
What's that? Fishy going fishing?
Okay, well, let's finish our thought about the weekend. Okay, so tomorrow, him and I are taking an actual taxi, a real one. I've never been in a taxi before. Oh, I just thought of that.
Oh.
I've never been in a taxi before.
Oh.
I'll have to videotape me going in a taxi.
Laura Lee says Zambuca is really good and yes, dangerous.
Well, he'll keep an eye on me, I think.
Yeah. You don't want to have too many of those. Maybe one would be good enough for you.
Well, I'm a lightweight because I don't really drink. So probably one will be probably. I just want to taste it, and if it's good, then maybe we'll have to have some in the house for medicinal purposes.
Well,
I can't even talk right now.
What we could do is get one shot.
Yeah.
And you can have a little taste, and if you want a shot, then I'll get you a shot.
Oh, that's true.
2.
Okay. Well, either way, we figured that'd be the best route because I've never had it before.
Right.
So then we thought, then maybe in the future, maybe we'd splurge and have a bottle of it in the house for like it would be funny, like medicinal purposes, right? Here and there.
Well, you can cook with this stuff too.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, so we're keep up to date. Going shopping in the morning to get some essentials. I have some things I need. I'm not sure if we're going to get it this weekend or another one, but he did say of some things he would get me at some point.
Like what?
Like what?
Yeah, that too.
At some point. I mean, I understand, everything costs money, but at some point he said he was going to do that, which would be pretty cool because that helps with my self-confidence too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're doing that for sure.
Anyways.
Why do you think we're going Friday? Shopping Friday.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so we're going to go shopping Friday, and then we're going to go morning or earlier.
Yeah.
When he wakes up or whatever he's doing. And then we're going to go to the bar at night.
Yeah.
And then.
After dinner.
Yeah.
Make sure you eat lots.
Yes. And then Saturday, I guess it'll kind of depend on how we're feeling, though, but we're thinking about fishing Saturday, I think.
As long as it doesn't rain.
Yes. And then that might be about, I don't know, that might be about it for the weekend, unless we go for a walk or something like that.
Right.
But so the highlight of the weekend will be going to the bar. I've never been, and like I said, I just thought of that. I've never been in a taxi before. So I've been to a bar before once or twice, but not in a taxi ever.
Right.
So cool.
There you go.
And then, and I don't know, we haven't talked about it yet, but at some point we might, it won't be anything like huge, but I was more so thinking that I'll bring it to his attention of maybe doing a giveaway. Like maybe remember I was saying this? Like maybe like it wouldn't be, nothing that, because,
Nothing elaborate. It's just
something small, maybe something Canadian, which if you're a Canadian might not be so cool, but for us that aren't Canadians, it's kind of cool. So I thought I'd go and just, have a small budget, and then we could have like maybe a couple giveaways, but they're small so that we can do it. And plus then it'll be easier to send too. Mm-hmm. We do plan to do, in the future, we'll plan to do bigger giveaways again, but right now it's just not a thing right now. But we haven't done a giveaway in a while. So like I said, I mentioned it to him. I guess we haven't confirmed it, but keep your eyes peeled. We might be doing some giveaways next week. So, plus I do have some paintings I might throw in there too. Mm-hmm. So you just never know.
That's right. Oh,
I just can't believe it. We have 10 people in here. Ah! And for the 10 people in here, if you haven't seen like the main part of this about the flying monkey part, I'll put the timestamps in, but it's basically 40 minutes about, I think, into the stream is when I started that. And that's when I talked about these 2 pages worth of thoughts about this current circumstance. So,
yep.
So I'm going to play to everybody and anybody that's here, general welcome button, and then we're going to close shop. And like I said, it breaks my heart. We have to quit. We have like 10 people here, but we have to go. I have an essential, important call to make, and he needs a little bit of sleep time so he can do his job proper tonight.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thank you, or well, it is a thank you, I guess. But here's the button for all of you. So there you go. So unless there's any last comments, I'm going to have to say goodbye, NB says it sounds good. Number 2 with fries. It's okay. Enjoyed your show today. And thank you for the nice compliments. It helps us be encouraged in regards to like our instruments and stuff. Yes. If anybody ever wants to put money towards that to help us, because we want to do recordings and stuff.
Yeah,
as we're building up
audio interface and a mixer. We have to get.
Yeah, so it's only if you want and you're able. I know a lot of us are tight nowadays. Mm-hmm. You just being here, which is free to do, is 100% wonderful. So yes, you all have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, wherever you are in this world. Thank you for being here, and we will see you next week. Well, I don't know. Are they going to see us? Are we going to live stream like when we're fishing maybe or something? Because we'll be busy Friday night unless you live stream from there. I don't know what's going on with this guy with his stuff.
Well, I think if we go fishing, we're going to be videotaping it anyways. But we could just live stream it. All depends, So hopefully you get fishy gets a fish.
Yeah. Well, I told him even if I get a fish this big, I want a picture.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know because normally
She's out to catch a minnow.
Because there's a reason I'm bringing it up is because normally you would stream like Friday or Saturday, and I'm not sure if that's happening. Just keep your eyes peeled. Yeah. There'll be videos for sure. There might be a pop-up stream. Yeah. So, okay. Otherwise, see you next week.
All right.
And watch out for lots of videos. I have lots of videos already.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
You guys are awesome.
Later.
Later, Tater.